back up from where we just left off. So this is a little bit of a curve, shoots out of there. Can see that there. So this little part of the shadow here that I was trying to do, I think that turned out okay. So I'm trying to show you what I'm doing right here. There's a light spot. We talked about that, like right there. I got a little bit too dark right there, so I'm trying to make it a little bit darker here, and sometimes it'll actually pull that over a little bit. And what I'll do is I'll hit it with a little bit of a lighter color. And this is again where sometimes you can get away with it, sometimes you can't. So I'm going to shade in the direction that I kind of want the gradient. And sometimes it'll pull a lot of that darker tone out of there. Doing that to get rid of it. So, a little bit right there. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. I might have to add just, well, I don't know. Kind of liking how that's looking. That side might be almost done. Come down there again. One more time. We'll go and we'll show you how to clean that up a little bit. And that's going to be a mistake that you'll make. You'll draw outside the color box, and so I said always practice, doing that when you're doing similar reds, because it's or similar colors, because you'll have to do it later with dissimilar colors, and you need to practice that. In a way, that's all this is practice, practice, practice. Okay, so not looking too bad there, really. All right, I'm gonna point out some flaws, and then we're gonna fix those. So right here. We got some blurry and we got some blurry. I'm going to take the Prussian blue, maybe put the Prussian blue in here, a little bit dark. Probably going to put a bit of a black line here. Over here, I might either do a black line around this. I think I will. But it's like right here, we're going to try this little ink gel. We'll do that in a second. But now, let's try the darker Prussian blue just to get it a little bit more of the darkness in here. And there is so much of the ultramarine that we may not even see some of this Prussian blue. And then we're going to put it up here right underneath that that belt, because we're going to do the belt. We're going to outline that belt in black a little bit later. And then by putting the Prussian blue right next to it, the fact it's a black line won't be as glaringly obvious on the shorts or the leggings. Okay, so get that a little bit. There we go. Okay. Then this shadow here looks good. Oops, come on. This one still needs a little bit of work right there. And you can tell that was my pencil line, and I drew colors a little bit outside of it. Sometimes it's not on purpose, and it's not you're being careless. Copics, when I say they bleed, they kind of do bleed through the paper too. They don't always stay in one place. So they're gonna do that sometimes. So this is so can you see that? It's a 0.1 micron or 0.01 micron, whatever. I don't know. Okay, now here, if I screw it up, not really blending anymore. So really got to make sure this is nice and smooth. There we go. So that's not too bad. And again, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to use the direction that my wrist is better able to cope with. And what I just did by accident, I got a little bit outside that line right there, didn't I? So we'll just fix this. We'll bring that boot down in there. Okay, and then all we got to do is we take that that darker blue, just bring that in there. And we kind of then we take the lighter, the sky blue, and we fix it, and we blend it, and there we are. So again, you can see my pencil line right there. I do this and see how nice, what a nice crisp line that makes now. It took the fuzziness of the Copic, which you're going to have. You'll never get rid of that. You can even see it on the edges of the boots. I'm just going to leave it there. But you take the black micron, and then you put that just on the edge. And then if you have to, you clean up the inside, like right there where her crotch is. We have to go and clean it up a little bit right there. And now it's a nice smooth line. It looks a lot better. And then we're going to do the same thing right here. One more. Don't get in a hurry. Because like I said, with ink, when it's done and it's down, you're finished. You can't, very seldom, I won't say can't, because I have fixed a few things, but you have to be very careful that you get the line. I'm just going to go ahead and draw this in just so we know where this is, because this will be in the next section. We'll know where that belt is going to be. There. Okay, so we got the outline of the belt done, and see where I left the little finger there? That little finger is kind of over the belt, so I'm going to leave that there just as a, because it's kind of on the edge. So here's this. And I think we said that we need a little bit of a highlight right here. So we put a little bit of a sheen there. And now what I'm going to do, and you got to be real careful doing this, because your pen will pick this up. Which one do I got? The sky? Just see, we're going to just blend the edge of that white in there just a little bit. And you are going to, I don't know if you can see that, it did get on my tip of my pen. So you have to, hopefully, sometimes you can get it off, sometimes you can't. So be careful doing that, because you can mess your Copic tips up a little bit. Anyways, so there we are. We now have some nice leggings that don't look too bad. And so now we're just going to add some stars. I'm going to try to make them sort of look like they look over here, but if I don't, let's put this here and let's try to, I'm going to try to zoom in a little bit, so bear with me here. There we go. It's a little blurry. Yeah. Alright, and we're going to leave it right there. Okay, so let's see. What you want to do is when you're doing stuff like this, realize it is curved, so they shouldn't be perfectly shaped stars. Those kind of bar, because those were straight on, these were straight on. The ones on the edges though, realize they are curved, so try not to make them perfect. And don't do one star after the other unless you're trying to make a flag. It'll end up looking silly, and it'll look like you tried a little too hard. So sometimes what I do is if you're doing stuff that shouldn't be a pattern, do one, and be careful, because this is like a gel ink. It will smear. You got to give it like a minute. I'm not putting my hand over it. I probably should have started on this side and gone this way. But I'm probably just going to flip this around here in a minute. So we'll just. So don't worry about things like this. Like, are the stars all nice and even? Well, they're not supposed to be. This is just some random pattern, right? Oops, that one has 6 sides. Oh well. Hold on, let's see. So we got a couple more here that'll look more straight. Some over here that will stretch out a little bit. See, because as that's curving over, they're going to be the correct dimension this way, but they won't necessarily appear to be correct across the curve. And we'll come down here and we'll do another one. Let's try to make them a little imperfect. See, so there's one here. That one's pretty much straight on, so the ones in this area should sort of be straightish. Looks like we need a few more over on this side still. Probably went a little too heavy on the outside over right here. It still needs a... So maybe like here we'll have some coming across on the edge, like that. Maybe one like right there. Oh, we got... So we got some poking up from underneath the belt. There we go. Probably too many there. Anyways, that looks about right. We're gonna stop at that point and call that good. Anyways, so there's your Wonder Woman with boots and leggings. There you are. Look forward to some more videos later today. Bye now.